happen. Well, we'll get a whole new storyline coming out right now as teams ready to get going and back underway. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch this.
Of course, we didn't really talk about that. They got some momentum here as well, right? Thinking Gómez. It was a pretty wild end of a game. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, momentum-wise, because they had the big comeback, and then it was a little messy near the end. But that's only because they were ensuring they got megas and stuff, and then things get a little bit dicey. But they got the W in the end. They're probably feeling pretty good. And Alpha, meanwhile, their last game was a loss to Bait. So you got to play the people who just beat the guys you lost to. That can't feel too good.
No, it's true. Well, and the other thing too is
timed.
Got to back out. Careful. 9 running in, spots a couple. Braxy charging up that Illuminate Blast, connects onto the Clockwork. He's in trouble. Starting to fall already. And can they get in range? The Blood Grenade didn't quite connect. That's crazy. I can't believe that missed. But one more hit. That's going to give Steel the first blood. So a good start for the Storm Spirit.
Jeez, good thing they had a Bloodseeker. They're not getting that kill. They needed that vision.
So I wanted to mention the thing that you were talking about there. In game number 1, when these two teams were facing off against each other, Sand King Gómez had a pretty good lead built up at around that 20-minute mark, and it all just went back the other direction. So something else to sort of consider is that the sort of long break that they had, where Bait had to play 2 games back to back, it gave them time to reflect on that loss and, maybe come into this one with some better energy. We'll have to see how it goes.
And the lane setups, the Wind Ranger is going top to go into lane versus the Naga Siren. Okay. I like this. Getting a little aggressive here. With the help of the Cobble, going to try and annoy her. Then again, that also means that 9 gets a matchup versus the Crystal Maiden as a Clockwork. And I got to say, that feels fantastic. She's so slow, dude. She's 280 right now. This guy's 310 with battery assault. Get out of my face.
It's definitely going to be some bullying going on over here. And even Cian actually chased down and dead. I just beat the crap out of him. And now Arceus in trouble too. Gets forced back by this clock. It's going to be a big creep wave pushing into the Bloodseeker.
Guys, when the stars align and my kids all sleep and someone else is looking after them and I play Dota, I'll tell you what, you just pick Clockwork, okay? And at level 1 with Battery Assault, you literally just run at the 2 enemy heroes. That's all you have to do. I watched a bunch of pros. I learned the secrets to this hero in lane. It turns out you just hit them with Battery Assault at level 1, and there's not a lot of heroes that can do anything. She died so easily.
Yeah. Come in with the Blood Grenade too, keep that slow going, and then easy pull off to the side. Yeah, this is looking like already a pretty good start down bottom. Granted, Bloodseeker's still getting, all the CS here, but when they come and contest for this wave, it's going to be a little tough. And in fact, slow down there, little Misty. They got you caught in the cogs and about to die back to back. TP still on cooldown. Can they get in range? Yes, because as you said, it is very slow movement speed on that CM.
Oh, man. I love Crystal Maiden. Love playing that. I think she's my most played hero. But, man, if there's a Treant in the lane or a Clockwork, it's bad. If you don't get the first blood and you get some fast boots, this is what happens. And it's very hard to get out of this situation unless you have double aggro. But remember, Arceus started with the Thirst to help them get the first blood. So he didn't have that initial spam of the blood, right? Because you think about if you start this lane level 1 with Crystal Maiden and Bloodseeker, there's an opportunity to maybe do Crystal Novas and Blood Rights and just mass spam, but they had to do Frostbite for the first blood as well as Thirst for the first blood, so you're starting at a laning disadvantage.
Well, that of course did set up Steel to have a better time, but you can see in spite of that first blood, he's actually getting outlast hit in the mid lane, 14-3 versus the 12-0 on Steel. Just get a couple more there off the back of that Remnant usage, but a little bit frustrating stuff as the flag bearer creep taken away from him too. We'll have to see how this next couple of minutes go for the Storm.
Yeah, and of course a bit of a mobility choice here, rather I guess a lane mobility choice here, putting this Wind Ranger up top. A little bit of a North American classic, the Evil Genius, putting Arteezy in the top lane all the time like they used to.
The Shopify, the Spotify, you mean? Excuse me?
Yeah, but they haven't since then. I'm saying
Okay.
old school, bud.
Got it,
Old
got it.
school. See what I'm saying? Back when they were EG, Arteezy used to
Okay.
farm up here like half the games, and no one else really did it as much. They were just obsessed with putting him on this Radiant side off lane. Map was a bit different then, but some of the advantages that you got was stacking the Ancients from the support was a lot easier. Now
Right.
there's two camps. Oh, Jubei with the free hand. No tracing on that arrow. Oh, but he can't get the sentry killed in time.
Sad. Yeah, so that one gonna be there still, unblocking this. Very annoying.
He can get it
can
in time,
body
though. He
block it.
has a sentry.
Yeah, it's true.
So if he wanted to block, he could have. I guess he just doesn't. He's just going to arrow it, I guess. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll farm that.
Easy. Also, depending upon how the sort of lane goes, they could even use it to pull. Yeah, that's what they're going to do here.
It
So
is
that
tough,
actually
though,
ends
as
up
you can
working.
see.
Right.
God, man. Easy denies here, though. Both of them getting a couple in. 4 to 6, though, for the Wind Ranger currently. So looking pretty solid up here.
Yeah.
And no more blood lost in the bottom lane. I'm a little impressed. Kaya's almost into the boots of speed there on that Crystal Maiden, so we'll have a chance of surviving.
And, you know, a level behind the other cores, but realistically, she's on the same plane pretty much as the Clockwork at this stage. So it's not the worst thing in the world. And even going to get boots now feels pretty good. But, I mean, probably not going to see the CM come and contest for the Wisdom Rune, if we're going to be real about it. That's something where I feel like the Clockwork's going to have the advantage.
Oh, man. And Braxy, on the Keeper of the Light, he tried to stack the hard camp. It has been blocked out, though, by Jubei, but he didn't even try in the Ancient camp. I'm not sure why. He didn't, like, do an Illuminate on the Ancients. Am I crazy? Like, why would you
I
not?
didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he thought it was blocked or something. He was convinced. I'm not sure.
Arrow thrown randomly in the mid, but as they go for the skewer down bottom connection, CM gonna go down. Bloodseeker trying to stand toe to toe against this with Storm Spirit dying mid. It's pretty freaking swift. Has stick charges too already popped, but not taking any damage. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Vanguard, it's a lot of damage block. Get out of there on the mag.
Yeah, in mid lane, that was just that little bit of damage needed from Jubei coming in here. The right clicks, no arrow connection, I don't believe. I think it was just finishing off there from the Void Spirit. So looking solid for them is down the bottom rune. 9 and Braxy duking it out here, but 9 Steel's still level 5, so you can't close this gap.
Chasing, gets the slow. Is it gonna be enough? Has another Frostbite
Might
available. Connects it there, but ends up going down. Braxy gets the kill.
This'll come in handy.
Not quite able to deny himself here. And yeah, 6.5 minutes. He saw the ping come out there from Clock saying, look out, look out. He's scanning. He's wondering if they're running the Crystal Maiden through those Ancients up to his Wisdom Rune right now. But the scan doesn't hit, so
Yeah.
he might be happy to find that out. Meanwhile, Radiant side, it looks like Braxy should be doing another stack and then heading over to the Wisdom Rune. Has not realized it is blocked, though.
Yeah, that's a little bit frustrating there.
Okay, all right, now watch Braxy. Does he not? Why isn't he illuminating the Ancients? Can they just not farm the Ancients? I guess they just can't farm the Ancients. That's really the issue. So he doesn't want to give them away. Aha, that's the big brain move. See, this is why you just always assume they're smarter than you guys. Because they are.
It's nice.
Dude, I would so be stacking those anyway. Like, am I wrong? I'd be
Just go
giving those
take
up
him
to
as
that
coddle.
Mag Void Spirit team so fast. Dude,
Yeah, of
I'd be
course.
losing all this gold for my team.
Love to see that. And then you yell at them when it does when they don't farm.
Yeah, guys, the stats.
Well, Wisdom Rune did go over the way of Sankey and Gómez there, but they haven't taken the other one on Alpha yet. So just sitting there marinating a bit as a Rupture onto 9 forces back that Clockwork. Going to be an easy bring down. Even with Jubei coming down here, can't do anything to keep that clock alive.
Yeah, finally get their vengeance here. As mid lane there, I was getting a little worried for Steel, but no rotation coming through, so we're good. Lund is kind of lurking there nearby. Is now being all alone here on the mag. Alright, just feels a bit more comfortable getting up in his face. Still haven't got their Wisdom Rune as it's being pinged out there, but no one's invading to take it, so it's okay.
I always wonder. It's like it sounds like a horrific idea, but then back of my head, I'm like, oh, think about the efficiency if you wait till 14 minutes. You know what I mean? Get double the value out of it.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't
even
think
if
so
no
either.
one gets it, I don't think it's worth it. I think the earlier XP to hit 6 is just way too sick.
Yeah, sure enough.
Although, I mean, it sounds cool. Obviously, it's free interest, guys. It's just money.
Passive income,
that's
as
money
they say.
right there. Yeah, it's not passive right there. That's active income for sure for the Naga Siren, but it also looks pretty good. And 9 is going to be doing some double stacking there on the clockwork over those Dire Ancients as well. And looks like Jube's also stacking. My goodness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gold in the bank here for this Dire team. I mean, they got Meg, Naga Siren, and Void Spirit here.
Yeah. This is what I'm worried about for Radiant is how do you contend with this? Because I feel like if you just passively let this game continue, Sand King Gómez is going to get huge. And in fact, they're not even going to passively do it. They're going to make kills happen at the same time.
See ya.
Alpha, I am really worried about their mid game.
All right. In the infamous words of Sir Action Slacks, or at least the song he played all the time, gas, gas, gas. That's going to be the plan here for Alpha. The RP is popped out here.
Okay. Gonna
Imagine.
go through the gate. Bye. And then there's somebody waiting on the other side.
go back
Hello.
through.
How are you doing, blessed kid? Good to see you. Okay. That was interesting.
It's nice to get, another core involved in the kill.
Ten minutes coming up. A bit of an overextension by Mag if I've ever seen one. And it's going to be rune spawning top regen. Steel will see this. 9 just gonna have to take it. Nice, the rune, in fact.
Yeah, no chance at it there. And you can see as well, Leonidas here is level 9, so just gets the point in the song as they're trying to rotate their way up here. Won't have a free chance at a kill. Steel's going to be a little bit too late for that one if that's where he plans on going. This is the time you want to be pressuring, though. Blessed Kid has the Javelin. Ready to start hitting into this tower. Looks pretty free. Maybe this is their time.
You can see that it's going to be a similar story coming out from Alpha, or excuse me, of Sand King Gómez, of just saying, okay, take that area. We are going to farm up and build stacks. As they jump mid, and again, finding Braxy here, just makes the move over, assimilate, back away, rupture, gone. Okay.
I love
rotations.
this. I love forcing this fight while your Mag is farming this humongous stack. Because he's just like, just go, Clockwork, just go. Just see what's up. He gets hit by the enemies, but I can promise you they are gaining more right now. Because Storm TP'd mid for no reason, too.
Right.
At least Braxy's getting in on the game right now. He's also farming for some stacks. Unfortunately, he has to donate a couple over to Steel so that Storm can get in this game, being the second lowest core. To be fair, their tri-core is all pretty much exactly the same, honestly. Steel, Blessed Kid, and RGS are all relatively close here.
Right. Mag getting this farm on gets him into his first item as well, I think. Coming on out, at the very least, the quarterstaff. So yeah, this is starting to feel like, again, you're giving up some of the map right now, Sand King Gómez. They did lose that top tower while the Naga Siren farmed backwards through the entire side of their jungle. But it's a smoke up now, and they want to make another move. Gonna head through the gate and see if they can find somebody bottom. Interesting.
This would be such good timing, too. I mean, they're a little early for the 14s, but him being at the Ancients, being relatively low, would be a great find for them. Especially if he gets greedy here, right? With the Thirst.
Oh, yeah. It's a good point.
Oh, what a rupture. My goodness, that was max range.
Finds 9, and the jump in from Steel. It's an
He's
easy
getting low. He's getting low.
breakdown.
They see him.
They spotted him and in trouble. He's just going to give up this entire stack, it looks like. But now, bringing in the Void Spirit, going to find the Shackle, and now the turn. With the CM ulti, it's more than enough. Oh, things were looking good for Sand King Gómez, but Alpha, they hit the perfect timing.
Dude, don't come back. Just let it go, man. Let it go.
Oh, that has got to be so frustrating.
That timing could not have been better for Alpha. All the finally punishing some of this greed. Imagine if he'd have died too, just from the Thirst vision. He's lucky he did. Steel did not need much more. That comes back to them helping to control these runes, right?
Right.
Like they had the shield rune that time for the Void Spirit. Like if Storm has a rune there, Mag's dead. Any rune. He just needed the bottle charges.
What a really nice collection of plays coming out from Alpha to sort of punish this greed here. And now building up a slight lead. Of course, they kind of, as you mentioned, need to keep the foot on the gas a bit.
How is Bloodseeker ahead of Naga Siren? That's crazy.
304,
I mean, he farms really fast once he has Maelstrom too, and obviously he's 304 too, and he's got way more assets on the Naga and lane creeps on Bloodseeker. But
Been hook shot. It didn't connect right away. Silence now as the CM is already dead, but can they do anything here with the Void Spirit? No. 2 gone for the CM. Sand King Gómez not having the answers right now for Alpha.
yeah, getting ruptured for Void Spirit, sometimes it can be okay, but it's in these situations where they're just trying to like isolate you. There's not much you can do. Like sometimes in a big team fight, you can play around it because you just need like a little bit of mobility and your allies are there to back you up. But in tiny little skirmishes like that, you're basically just dead. Like, what are you gonna do? There goes that tower. So Alpha certainly being the alphas now. And again, going to be able to control the Wisdom Rune. Looks like Ducho will probably just grab the one that's over on SKG's side. And the Radiant will grab it on there for Alpha. So Braxy getting some XP for the 2 lords.
Yeah, I need to get that up for them and sort of keep this ball rolling. Kayet moves over.
He could be dead. I mean, he's got to be baiting. I mean, they just smoke it behind him now, so...
Right.
Looks like a 9 isn't convinced here as they send in the illusions.
Oh, the stomp. That was pretty interesting. 9 looks very dead now as they run into everybody. Arrow connects onto the Storm. Steel might be able to get a second for this if they can connect onto Mirana. No more leap charges. Power shot, but the right click was already there. The DD on Storm. Keeping them strong.
Gas, gas, gas. Alpha turned on the gas. Just bless kid. Well, that's a lot of damage.
Thought about going in, doesn't decide to, but doesn't have another astral step. He's ruptured. He's gonna die too. Yo, it has been like 6 or 7 kills in a row. Sand King Gómez can't get anything moving.
It all started with that twin gate play bottom.
Yeah.
Showing up, pushing the tower, killing them the ancients, and then immediately getting back out on the map, going back top, trying to kick Leonidas out of his safe space. And what was looking like a mediocre Tricore from Alpha previously is now rising to the top of this table. Void Spirit quickly falling behind. And the only person holding strong up there is Leonidas, who will TP right back up top and continue farming. Gonna have to find some solution here in the itemization. Currently thinking about an Orchid.
Yeah. I mean, there's, a lot of good there. You can see Storm, obviously. No Dispels yet. Bloodseeker does have the Manta done. And the BKB coming out for Blessed Kid is mainly going to be for that Storm, seeing if they can punish Steel on the over-aggression.
At least the benefits is they do have the supports for good initiation, the Clockwork, and the Mirana. So hunting like this can go well. See if he can juke this out here. Flare into hookshot. Oh, he got greedy.
And now
Dude,
9.
he just rips those ruptures.
Yeah, he does not appear to care all that much. Does get the Clockwork out of there, but the jump forward RP connects onto 2. Is it going to be enough damage, though? Does not look like it. Everybody starts to die. Jubei to fall. It is another time where Seahem has died and many heroes from Sand King Gómez go down after.
She caught that arrow, man. I got this.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, this is for you, team. Everyone else is going to do way more damage than me. It feels like they can just do no wrong on Alpha. They just throw out these spells and instantly rotate Power Ranger style.
Yeah.
They know they're fighting 5v4. Leonidas is, let me read some big old numbers to you here. 0, 0, 0.
I know. Yeah. Well, 253 though. Look at that. It's pretty good.
He's recording one of those ASMR videos. Just gonna put this up on YouTube later. All you hear is the gold. Faintly in the distance, allies are crying and dying, but screaming in pain.
Right.
But all he can hear is just ching, 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 ching. Whoosh,
I mean,
whoosh.
the scream in pain is part of the ASMR, right? Surely.
Well, I mean, it's not you screaming, so it's relaxing.
Yeah.
I know this one. Void Spirit dies. I've seen this one before. That's a rerun.
True. Yeah, it's a painful rerun at that. Jubei runs into an illusion. I really like what Argus is doing on this Bloodseeker. He's sending out these Manta illusions to scout for ruptures ahead of him. Very, very cool.
I like it when they battle the Naga Siren illusions, although they don't win.
Right.
The illusions definitely win.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, so far, so good for Alpha. Granted, it is only a 6K gold lead, and we've seen a lot of these situations where a team builds up a lead with these like fighting mid-gamey style cores after the laning stage, and then when you get that first big item, everything falls apart.
Well, you know what the solution to that is? Buy a big item.
Okay.
Are just working on the Radiance here. Excellent Radiance game. Always good versus Naga Siren, but double that up there with the help of a Magnus who has Empower. That's going to give you a ton of value in a game like this. So, solid choice. It does mean that you might want to relax a little bit in terms of like diving and stuff, because although you've been getting all these kills, you haven't actually progressed like any of your kill potential in 3,300 gold.
Right.
So, can't get too wild here. 9, trying to hold this space, but I don't know. It's a long way to, or a long time to sit here, so I think he's just out.
He did have really good wards down in this area too on the side of Sanking Gómez, and in fact, I think Mag almost turned that scan red, heading on over to the enemy Ancients. It is going to be Alpha continuing to push down this bottom lane, but Mag has been able to finish his blink.
Do you think they steal Tormentor?
On Alpha?
Yeah, do they just go up here and take this?
Yeah, maybe. Why not?
I feel like they probably can. But it's also, it does open an opportunity, right? I mean,
yeah.
That is the issue.
Yeah, I think it's not super important, but if it comes to them, then why not? You know?
I mean, SKG are thinking about moving up towards theirs. I mean, obviously there's still another minute until the Wisdom Rune's there. They're going to go for it.
Okay. Yeah, and then I think that does kind of force Alpha's hand a bit to make them feel like they need to take it. So Mirana gets an Ags. Not the best Ags in the world, but, you know, that extra leap charge is kind of nice.
That's unfortunate. Clockwork would have been a lot better.
Right. And then the Coddle Shard for the recall.
All right, one of these shards is slightly better than the other between the two teams. Although, to be fair, Crystal Maiden also would have been better. That shard's dope. I mean, benefits of the Mirana one. I mean, as you said, it kind of feels like it's just the leap, the extra leap. Oh wait, but now it doesn't break invisibility. I forgot about that.
Right.
So that's kind of cool.
Also, you can do the autocast thing to change and choose which direction you want to go, which I will say is it's a nice quality of life upgrade. If you're used to it and stuff. It can get a little bit wonky if you aren't used to casting it. But
and actually hitting the spell.
Right.
You know, the other thing.
Are they going to try and sneak Roche here? I mean, this looks like they're setting up for that. That would be a crazy play to do. I mean, they're thinking about it. Okay.
It's not bad. I mean, again, this is one of the things about having Naga Siren, right?
Yeah.
Like, you get Roche. No, it's fairly safe. If they find you, you can just bail pretty consequence-free versus this lineup of Alpha. They don't really have any way of dealing with you.
It's true.
They're still getting a lot on the map at the same time right now, though. Like, the Radiance is up. He already has 1,000 gold. He's looking at upgrading his Maelstrom into a Gleipnir.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll just say that I think if I'm Alpha in this game, I'm wanting to get that first Roche for Storm, and giving it up I'm sure doesn't feel great, but they are still getting a lot on the map.
Because like the Bloodseeker is progressing, but when you look at Storm's items, it's like, I mean, I don't really want to fight that much till I have BKB, and that's what Aegis solves. You have Aegis, you love fighting without your BKB. That's like the whole point. You want to get in there and tank some damage, make them think they can do something in a team fight. But is that the heart too? Okay, Leonidas is hitting the timing right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he gets to the tier 2s. Oh, the ring. Give him the Aquila. Pulls out the token and grabs it.
That's pretty nice. You are, I think right now, Sanking Gómez. I mean, it's still terrifying, right? You're 8K gold up. There's a Radiance Manta on this Bloodseeker. They're going to have BKB soon on Storm. But like you said, there is this window.
All right, Jubei, this is all you. You hit that leap.
Middle tower has fallen.
Okay.
That 170 damage. This is where it all begins. RP into leap.
Right. 4 of
Yeah,
them, man.
into
Radiant's
leap
bottom
star storm.
tower is under
Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo.
attack.
Shoot out 4 of them. Sounds sick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What are you gonna do? They're knocking on the door.
Yeah. Tower already taking a lot of
Oh.
damage. Nobody's come to contest this.
Blessed Kid is 250 gold away from Gleipnir. I'll be there soon. I don't wanna. I need a farm.
I know that this is one of those things where you just want to get your item. And I mean, King Gómez is pushing not super fast right now. We'll have to see what ends up happening. But they're getting damage onto this tier 3 tower.
Dude,
It's
jetpack
starting
would
to
be
fall.
so good right now. If he had jetpack,
They have
like, he'd
everything.
be zooming up those cliffs right now. Like he's gonna buy it because it's just so good.
They have Gleipnir.
That's an
Echo
offensive Orchid. Orchid's the CM.
pulls in 1. That's a good one to get the Bloodseeker. He's getting some of that evasion
Nice
and
hook.
well, immediately catches him there in the hook. Do they have enough damage to follow it up though? Blessed Kid, focus fire, and the shackle lands onto the other 2 cores. Oh, it's so much damage. The Song of the Siren comes out too late, and now shackle back off cooldown, but doesn't get the BKB full duration. So in the end, they lose 3. Alpha still showing that they're the strong ones.
The thing about Naga Siren is you just need them held in place, and you can output a disgusting amount of damage, right? Like if they're in place and the illusions are hitting, you can do it. But that game or that fight rather just got completely pulled apart there. The
Right.
hookshot was decent. It helped control the Bloodseeker. He couldn't run rampant, but even when he's controlled, he's still doing a lot of damage with the Radiance. As long as he's hitting someone, he's chaining some lightning. And then Wind Ranger, of course, the double shackle. I mean, what more can you ask for? Plus, the early Orchid usage onto the Crystal Maiden didn't really help either.
Right. And I mean, you look at sort of the way that this fight is going to break down. If you can't burst the Bloodseeker, you know, with all that evasion coming out and everything, he's not dying. He's just not going to go down. Going in for the Shiva's Guard next. He is so farmed.
I think it's done.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is done. Whoa.
He is so
Holy moly.
freaking farmed. Yeah, I don't know how you
know
kill
what
this
he's
guy.
missing.
Like, how do you kill him? What? They need more leaps.
Dude, he should just get a dig on 5, honestly. Like, with the Blood Rage, all his other... I mean, he's so rich. Come on.
You can go a lot of different ways with this build. Eventually, Bloodstone sounds good. Just gets the Rupture onto the Naga Siren with the Aegis in hand. Still a minute left. Pops the illusions. Tries to back away. Bringing him down lower and lower. Has to back out of there. But eventually, she is dropping low. Not quite dead yet. The long range zip looks for a hit. The mech is out. Unitas is in, but Seal already using a full amount of his mana. CM already dead. Naga Siren comes back. Is this the fight that they've been waiting for? Now stun onto the Wind Ranger. Pops the BKB, and now the Focus Fire starts to burn. Will go down. It was looking okay with Steel not having much mana, but they just have too much damage.
They're all dependent on the Naga Siren at this point, and that single target disable being locked down, and then just like, yeah, like, you know, he's just running through the fight, torching everybody, and then freezing them right after an RGS. He's the flash freeze.
Dire's middle tower
And solutions are dwindling right now for SKG.
I mean, it's a little bit tough, right? Because in a way, you had just this super strong early game coming out from Alpha, and it felt like King Gómez was going to be able to make something happen with like that Aegis, getting pressure down there, but Alpha just waited for their timing perfectly, and now they just control the map.
It's interesting because this is a lineup on the side of Alpha that you could find a lot of flaws with on paper, because you're thinking things like, you know, what are their disables right now? Like, their hard disables are basically like Rupture to like force a fight, Shackles, and getting CM in for like a root. Plus, they don't have the best frontliners either. Like with the build that the Bloodseeker starts with a Maelstrom, and then he's trying to make some space for a Storm and a Wind Ranger to get in. They're just, all of the heroes are actually like very similar in nature. They all kind of want to play fights the same way, where it's like a little bit in, a little bit out. And they just did a really solid dance in these fights because they don't have a super centralizing figure until Argius has become Mega Farm. Now he is the central figure of these fights. They all revolve around him, but they didn't have this Clockwork Hookshot or Magnus RP or something to really build it all around. It was just those little skirmishes and smaller plays that built them into this bigger lead. And it's just it's the kind of lineup that we've seen fail a lot,
Right.
because of that.
Totally. And I think it's, again, worth reiterating a bit as they might have caught somebody here. Yes, tries to back away, but no way to cancel that TP as of yet. The Atos hadn't been delivered. And then also seeing the Clockwork get out of harm's way. I mean, I think that it was really, really impressive seeing Alpha come in under that timing that Sank and Gómez were going to have before those stacks were completed, before that Blink Dagger was online and Mag, and just punish the shit out of them. They really beat him down in that early part. It was super good to see. Nullifier done. How much does that change things for you?
Great versus the Bloodseeker for sure. That is definitely one of the best things you can do versus him. We talked about with the Shadow Demon. It can really slow him down. Unfortunately, at this point, he's still dealing a lot of damage even without the Blood Rage. So removing that isn't going to make the biggest difference. But it helps remove a lot of the defensive capabilities of anyone trying to save. We got these Pavises.
Yep.
Got 4 staffs. Those are getting dealt with. You got the Bullwhip, dispel that Bullwhip buff. Goodbye, 18% movement speed.
Oh, can they do this? The hook shot misses, but they find the RP, the jump all in, trying to take this man down. He's not dying. He's so low, but he's so fast. He did so much damage, gets away. Bloodseeker with the Radiance, with the Shivas, the icy hot build is very strong. And now gets out of there at the last second, baited that Void Spirit perfectly. Unreal.
How did he get so low?
Focus fire, done. Oh, God. That one's got to hurt. And then recalled back into the fight. Jeez.
Jeez, that was actually crazy. I mean, I'm out of there after that happens. This game, I'm calling it. Like, he was so low. He was so close to death.
Yeah. They just don't have the damage. Not there. I mean, what's crazy about that is when you look at like all the little instances of damage, the missed hook shot might have been enough damage to actually kill him. That's that's gotta hurt. Jeez.
Wouldn't have mattered though. I mean, there's still so many other heroes here. There's so many more strengths other than just Arduous. That fight probably still gets mopped up.
That's true.
Then, the continued pressure here, thanks to TP Home Recall, gives them their first racks, believe it or not, folks. I know it's probably been dominating for a while. But to continue the domination, Steel has finished out the Aghanim Scepter here. So the jump in and grab. Set up for the easy peasy shackles. The double Gleipnirs. They can just lock these guys in place forever.
Yeah. Double blue hole into the Gleipnir is very painful. So much electricity. It's a problem. And if it continues this way, this will be the, 6th game now that Storm Spirit wins? They jump under a ward. Oh, God. So much damage out. Void Spirit tries to escape, already dead on 9. Another jump. They find the vision, get the kill. 25,000.
Yeah, so Will Be Storm's 4th win of the night, and he'll have won 5 of the last 6 games in the NADPC. But for tiebreakers, Storm rules all. That has been the go-to today. Is he Arcane Runes and is getting Chakra. Incredible.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Taking this down the lane. And, I mean, the sort of answers that you've got at this point for Sank and Gómez, they just don't have the damage. They really, really do not. And it doesn't feel like they're going to be getting it anytime soon. But wait,
Radiant's
what?
middle tower is under attack.
Wisdom Rune.
Oh,
It's still there. They're winning so hard they don't have their Wisdom Rune.
go get it. Quick,
A
Sank and
classic
Gómez.
problem of victorious teams.
You can do it, I believe. Maybe. Let's see. Does Naga just go get it? I think, here's the thing also, like, if you're close to a big level like that, like the Naga is, I feel like you're more likely to try and get it.
You just tell Mag to do it. It's okay. Wouldn't that be tragic if he doesn't see?
Go check it,
Radiant's top
please.
tower is under attack.
No, Mag, go back there. Oh, it's frustrating.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Apparently nobody wants it, as the Aegis is
Yeah.
claimed.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone just assumes someone else got it. It's okay.
Are scanning.
So bottom lane, Alpha getting set up, as we've seen a couple of times in this entire set of tiebreakers here. Very much playing the safe style of Dota. In these best of ones, you can't afford to get too aggressive and go high ground when you might accidentally throw the game. It's definitely happened before, and it could happen again here.
It could happen to you. You wouldn't download a car.
Oh my God.
You wouldn't go high ground without Aegis.
But they have Aegis.
That's why they're going high ground.
Okay, I see. I mean, they have
I know.
okay. So, Arrow?
It's a PSA, okay? Leave it alone.
All right, fair enough.
The FBI, you know, I remember reading that thing. They're going to fine you up to $250,000 or something. It was a big number.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah. It's very intimidating. Especially on VHS, because the letters looked a lot bigger.
Pull back in that Bloodseeker. Got him. But the Titan Sliver, pretty good. The damage is there, but at the end of the day, he's still going to have the Aegis, and people just die all around him. Nobody from Alpha is going down. Leonidas also to fall. Just like in 300, it is going to be the bottom racks dying.
Oh, spoilers.
I'm sorry. Well, you know, Thermopylae is the thing that happened, and you can read about it.
That doesn't sound right. That couldn't be true.
GG. Alpha gonna take game number one. So far, the same breakdown that we had in the first series of games.
Yes, if the dire high ground was the hot gates of Thermopylae,